Okay. Hi and welcome. We're the Weasley sisters. Uh, this is episode 165. I'm Jessica, aka Naturally Nitty.
And I'm Alina, aka Starnitz. Today is January 5th, the most important day of the year. If you didn't have today, you would not have this podcast to watch. This is our weekly podcast. If this is your first time watching, welcome. If you're a regular, thanks for coming back. Planning podcast.
Yes. So today's Alina's birthday.
Yes, it is.
Happy birthday! Okay. So first things first, I totally spaced and didn't sign up. I didn't sort. I'm not sorted. This is the first time this has happened. Ish.
That's really kind of funny, actually.
No, it's not, because now I'm not going to be my year that I was. Like,
you can, if you SOS, you can join.
Oh, can you claim your year still?
Yeah.
Okay, then that's
what they say, at least.
Whatever. So yeah, so the thing is, I just wasn't online much, and then I finally went out, and like...
I messaged you when
you did, but usually I listen, but I didn't. I didn't go right on and sign up because I was busy for some reason. So I did go on, and I have an earburn or 5 from different people, and I'm like, ooh, it's sorting. So I go over to check, and it says sorting is closed. And I was like, crap, like, how did this happen? And it's like past, or I think it was like a couple days before Christmas, right? Because it stopped then.
Yeah. And funny story, like, Madison actually did sort this year.
That's awesome. How's she liking it?
She's got in Gryffindor. She asked for Ravenclaw, but they just won, so it's like pretty hard to get in there.
Yeah.
And she is liking it. She already turned into class. Like she was talking to me about classes, and I was like, I didn't even read them. What are you talking about? I don't know. I was like, I didn't do my planning podcast yet. I don't even know.
That's so funny.
So yeah, but she's like working on her second class now.
That's awesome.
I know. And then Bella was like, I want to go and do it. I'm like, you can play as a not quite first year and see if you like it. Okay, so she started knitting a hat. And I can't find my chibi, so I don't like this whole use mom stuff thing. But yeah. So, okay, go. Let's start with newts. The newt timetable is you should have already had your proposal in, and you should be working for your 50% benchmark. If you don't have your newt proposal in, you're out of luck. But you can get in for an owl.
Yes, you can.
The owls is between the 1st and the 22nd. You can submit your owl proposal. I did the detention owl. I actually typed it all up like the day after Christmas or the day before. Or the day before New Year's. Not New Year's Eve, the day before that.
New Year's Eve?
Yeah. I sat there and typed it up, and I got all my pictures taken, and I was ready. And then New Year's Eve, you hang out, and then we went to bed at like 12. And I knew I was going to have to get up to pee, so I just left. I always have to get up and go to the bathroom at night. So I just left the Word document up, and so when I got up to go to the bathroom, I came downstairs and just quick submitted it. I don't even know if it made sense. Like, luckily, I typed it up. Like, I submitted it. Like, I formatted it. Like, I was, like, talking in the common, in one of the room, not the common room, my nest. And I just, like, did a reply, and I did it all so it was formatted. So I just copied and pasted that way. So I had all the pictures and everything.
Smart.
So it was pretty cool. And then I ended up being, like, number 26 on the list. It was like 3:34 in the morning, my time. So,
like an hour after, right?
I think it's 2 hours. Oh, so that went pretty quick. Like they only had like 60 spots, I think.
Oh, well, yeah, good thing you did that then.
Yeah, but yeah. So, and then I got my owl approved not too long ago.
Awesome. So what are you doing?
Oh, I am going to talk about those when we do our other thing. But it's a detention owl, so I'm finishing the sweaters that I started and then the shawl that I started.
Okay.
Maybe I'll actually finish them finally.
Sweet.
So then there are order missions. Starting on Thursday, you can start submitting your brooms. And they have a whole story. I guess the weather's off. I read through this. I really read.
I can't hear you.
Can you hear me now?
Yes.
Okay. So I didn't type out all the stuff, but there's different missions. One is recruitment, hedge wizards, and weather witches. And that's making stuff for houses and stuff. Then there's recruitment, the sylphs. And I think that was because they're kind of airy, so lace stuff. Then undercover at Gringotts. I forget what that one was. Undercover at Ollivanders, you're researching the wand cores because something's wrong with them. And then security order swag. I don't remember what that one was. And then security open your ears in Hogsmeade. And that's mindless knitting, garter stitch, no seams, no
I like that.
No thinking involved, basically, because you're
like that.
because you're working to just listen. Oh, the order swag was to knit for someone.
Okay.
Knit them something to get them to join. So I have a few things. I was thinking maybe for the recruitment hedge witch, I need my bath mats are really bad, and I need to make some new ones. And I have the t-shirts and I have the loom.
Boom.
But I don't know I don't know how many I would need to make for the mission to do that. I'm not a talented weaver. I haven't really woven much, so it would probably be okay. But then I was thinking, Bella was commenting today how I never knit her the wallaby, because remember I started it twice. And
it was a different sweater too, wasn't it?
No, I started it once, and then it was too small because she grew too fast, and I didn't finish it. That was one of my failed missions, I think. And then I started it again for another mission at a better gauge, but now she grew too fast again because I didn't finish it. So she was commenting on that, and then they were commenting on how their Hogwarts sweaters that I made for them 5 years ago don't fit them anymore. 5 years ago, people. So today she wore Madison's Hogwarts sweatshirt with an M, or Harry Potter sweater, it has an M on it. She's like, it's for magnificent. I was like, okay, whatever. So I might knit her a sweater for the order swag one, the security. But then again, I'm not that fast of a knitter, so I don't know what I'm talking about.
And you're already going to be doing sweaters.
I know.
Okay.
That's my thing. So I think I might do the weaving.
Okay.
If I decide to do that.
Sounds good.
So that's what the order missions are. You can start proposing them on the 7th. Then we have Quidditch, which, get this. Did you read Quidditch? Awesome.
I read nothing.
Okay, I read everything. So Quidditch, I did. I read through Quidditch. Where we did the maze last term, so this term is triage, the health station. So the first, from the 3rd to the 9th, is triage. So there's a couple of options, and I'm just going to read the first rotation, and then we'll read the second rotation maybe next time we podcast, because it's not going to start until January 9th. So anyways, so for this one, which is just through the 9th, clean up or make bandages. Option 1, craft something to be used for cleaning or bandaging. Keep in mind that sometimes you just have to use what you have on hand, which isn't actually cleaning cloth or a bandage. So Ravelry crafts only. If you're making more than one item, you need to put them both in the same post. There's no minimum yardage, and there's no bonus points for this one. Option 2, first aid, mending your hand knits, fix frays, holes, or other damage due to wear. Recrafting to fix mistakes or a poor fit is not allowed. So a picture of your damage before and after is required. Okay?
You know how many socks I have that have holes?
I know, that's what I'm thinking for socks. Option 3, expectant, hopefully an organ donor. Frog an item whose survival is not likely. Wash and reskein the yarn. The item being frogged may be a whip, but the whole thing must be frogged and reskeined. Each item frogged counts as one skill. You can frog either hand knit or commercial mass produced items. So like you could reclaim yarn from like
that's
Goodwill sweaters. The picture of the item before being frogged as well as after it's in a skein again is required. You can practice these skills, any of the skills, twice, worth 10 points each time. So I think I might darn some socks, maybe. I have a lot of socks. And I might actually frog the red sweater that I started twice again. And yeah.
I have a sweater that I can frog.
I have a few things that I probably could frog. So, yeah.
Sweet.
That's what Quidditch is. So that's an easy 20 points right there for just frogging or mending something. Like say you have a hole in a sweater.
It makes me mad that I didn't sign up.
Yeah.
Because I'm not earning my fake points.
Yeah. Oh, I almost just spilled my coffee and that was going to be bad.
Okay. So moving past that.
Into classes.
So we have Ancient Runes. New year. Your homework this month is to try a new technique, pattern, or fiber that is new to you. And please be sure to explain why it's new, or what is new. Non-RAV crafts will be accepted if they fit the prompt. Prior approval is not required. Blah, blah, blah. So that's fun.
Yeah, I thought so. I am not sure I have anything for that. Maybe a new fiber. I have a couple of fibers that I've never spun before in my fiber stash, so I could probably spin something.
That'd be cool.
But that would require me cleaning off my wheel, which would be for detention, so that's not a problem, but I would actually have to finish something.
I could see, there's some weaving techniques that I've wanted to try. Basically, I've only done, like, plain weaves and, like, stripes and stuff for the most part. I've never done any patterns, so I could do anything.
Someone on Instagram showed something they wove, or maybe it was Facebook, and it was, like, the coolest design. It was basically like a houndstooth or basket weave. It looked really cool. And I was like, I need to get better at weaving and try something like that because it looked really cool. Mm-hmm. You know, and it was a rigid head also. It wasn't like fancy, so.
Yeah, well, you can do a lot with them.
Oh, yeah. I have a book, but I haven't actually used it.
I do too.
So, yeah. So, next up, we have a new subject.
Ooh.
It's called architecture.
Fun.
So we are studying Gothic architecture this term, or this month. Craft something that reflects the elements of the Gothic architecture that we just discussed. They talk about it in the thing, so you have to read the whole prompt to see everything. Which they talked about arches and tracery. So craft something with open work or lace, reflecting the openness of the arches and the lacy designs of the tracery. I'm hoping I am saying that right. Spinners may submit lace weight yarns. Weavers can weave something to incorporate the Leno or Brooks bouquet techniques. If you like to use a different technique with a similar effect, you should request approval by January 20th. Craft something with an arch-like curve. Hello, a hat. Spinners and dyers, craft something in the colors of Hogwarts stone. Use gray, brown, and or black color shown in the photos above. And there's photos. So the Hello a Hat part was my added thing. It was not part of the actual prompt. But like there's a hat called Meathead Hat or something. Excuse me. Meathead Hat or something.
Uh-huh.
And you knit it and it kind of goes to a point, so that would be perfect for the arch. But even just a hat, because it's curved.
Right.
You know. I have the hiccups.
No. And spinning gray or brown or black, those are always nice, fun, neutral colors. I like neutral colors sometimes.
I have the hiccups.
Oh, that's okay. I'm sure they'll pass.
I'm sorry.
So yeah, fun stuff. All right. Moving on to arithmancy. The power of one. We want you to show us the power of one in your crafting. Knitters, crocheters, and weavers craft an item or pair in one color. Submit a single, traditionally solitary item. Oh, or submit.
It's okay.
So like a hat. Spinners spin a single ply yarn or spin a multiple ply yarn in a single color. Dyers dye a skein or use one color of dye. That's pretty
just
simple.
one.
One thing.
Yeah, there was some questions in the FAQ that were like, can we use variegated? And they were like, no, you can use a tonal, but not variegated. It has to be one color.
Okay.
If you're using the color one. Like if you're doing just one item.
Yeah, if you're doing one item, you can do just whatever, one item. But if you're doing a pair of something,
they need to be in one color.
So, that's fun. I like spinning. Maybe I'll spin a single. I haven't done a single in a while.
Oh, I was gonna say, do you have just one color? Like, because generally you buy like the colors, like the variegated. It's not really variegated because you're gonna spin it,
right?
But you know what I mean.
Right. No. But no, doing just a single ply would be fun. But no, I'm sure I have a single color, maybe. I don't know.
That would be cool.
Anyways.
Okay. Next up, astronomy. There was a lot of A classes this month. Astronomy, the quadrantids. I'm sorry that I'm butchering.
Quadrantids?
Yeah, I'm sorry I butchered those. So you're encouraged to pair up with another student when turning in your homework. For bonus points, please link to that student in your turn-in post. Your homework this month is to craft something in multiples. That means at least 2. A pair of socks or mittens will, for this assignment, count as 2. So, you're like studying and they gave you 2 points about this meteor shower, and you paired up with a student to look in the same telescope.
Yep.
So that's why if you pair up with someone, you can...
Do you have to make the same thing?
No, you just have to pair up with them and tell how it relates, I guess.
Okay. That's cool.
Yeah.
I was informed by Trubin that he doesn't have any hats.
What?
And I said, that's kind of insulting because we have like 50 hats around this house, like winter hats, that are knit. I mean, so I think he just wants a new one. So I can make him one and maybe Gabe one or something. So maybe I'll pack that for our trip.
Yeah.
All right. Moving on to the C's. Charms. Wand technique. This term we will be practicing concentration and precision, which will perfect your wand technique. We are asking that you craft a project that requires concentration and or precision, a new technique that would require extra concentration. Many lace, colorwork, or beaded projects would fit this assignment, as would miniature projects. Spinners might need an extra concentration to spin yarn in weights or styles outside of their comfort range, and weavers might work with a more complicated pattern. Non-Ravelry crafts will be accepted if they fit the prompt. Prior approval is not required. So that's fun. So there's a lot of like wanting you to do new techniques this month. I see.
Yeah.
No, but that's fun.
So I have something I'm thinking for that. Dawn told me that Joshua, his birthday's in a couple of weeks.
Yeah.
But since we'll all be there, she was thinking of having like a surprise, like little birthday party with all the cousins there for him. So I was like, okay, I can't like buy him anything, but I could make him something. This is me over mojoing it majorly. So I went stash diving and got a little crazy. And I think I'm going to knit him a sweater with Superman. So that would require some technique, some concentration for the chart. I'm just going to do a simple raglan sweater. And I have that. And then I pulled out my Knitting Without Tears books because she has the stuff in here for, just as added support. So that would require
That's awesome.
some concentration. So I pulled all that out, and I pulled the yarn out. So I planned for like the 2 days we're on the train to knit.
A sweater.
Yeah. And it'll be like for a size 5.
That's awesome.
So it won't be too big. Like I could knit like little. If my kids were little, I could knit for them. I just don't. They're big.
They got too big too fast.
They are. So yeah.
Maybe I should make something for him.
We can't do a sweater. Just so you know.
That's right. I wasn't planning on it.
Oh, I found these finger puppets that were superheroes that he would probably like. They're free pattern.
That's awesome. I hate fiddly things.
Yeah, but that would work for this class.
It would.
Okay. Let's keep going.
Okay.
So, divination. Tea leaves. For your homework for this class, prepare to read the tea leaves by crafting something you will need for the tea ceremony. For example, you could make a teapot cozy, a hot pad, or a tablecloth, lace tablecloth, or take your inspiration from the provisions in the classroom. Non-Ravelry crafts, which involve a needle, will be accepted as long as the finished object fits the prompt.
Sweet.
Other types of non-Ravelry crafts are not accepted.
Fun.
So, I'm not sure if all the sewing that I need to do this month will fit in any of these classes.
Yeah, probably not. They're kind of specific.
Yeah.
Unless you say your bags are for like putting tea in. But no, that's fun. I really don't.
I can't talk and count at the same time.
No, I don't have any ideas for that class. I'm just going to move on.
Okay.
It's pretty,
Madison was like,
simple.
I think I'm going to make little tea cakes or something. I was like, okay.
She's still all about the like tea party thing and Alice in Wonderland type of things.
Yeah.
All right. Muggle Studies. Fandoms. For your homework this month, we would like you to demonstrate what you've learned by creating something inspired by a Muggle fiction fandom of choice. This can be something that's directly related to the fandom and or something that a Muggle fan would use to celebrate his or her fandom. How many times can we say the word fandom? Sorry.
Well, the story was about all different fandoms.
No, it's totally fine. I just felt like I kept saying it. No, that's totally awesome because you can make anything you like. Pretty sweet.
And I read the FAQs because it says to check if you have any questions, and it's like, is the fandom fiction? Yes. Is it for Muggles? Yes. Can you make something that would go for it? Then it is counts. You know, stuff like that. But no, like, it's cool because they have like pictures of all different things, like Doctor Who, Star Wars, all that stuff. So you could make like.
If you have any bags with stuff like that, you can sew for that because Ravelry non-Rav crafts are accepted.
Yeah, maybe I'll break into all my Doctor Who fabric that I've been kind of hoarding.
Yeah, that's cool.
So, yeah, but that's a cool one. And I mean, they talk about like watching the TV and how Muggles create their own magic with their fandoms, and some of them dress up like them, stuff like that. It was pretty cool.
That's really fun. Maybe I'll knit a cool lightsaber or something. We went and saw the new movie, Star Wars movie, and like Gabe's like, we need to go buy lightsabers. I'm like, you're 12.
So was Bella.
You don't need a lightsaber.
No, Bella was the same way. Andy has a lightsaber.
So you can hit each other? No, thank you.
Well, we found some at Walmart, totally random, but kind of related. We found some at Walmart that were like a foam, like a pool noodle, only skinnier, with a glow stick in it. Mm-hmm. And so it glowed for like a day. And I think you could take off the top and put in more glow sticks.
Okay.
So if you did something like that, maybe with a button, maybe have the button on the bottom so like you can pop open the thing and shove a glow stick up in it, and then it would glow. You know what I mean? The bottom, the part that they hold on to.
I do.
Yeah, that would be actually pretty cool.
But no.
But you could also do, like, if you are going to make Joshua something, because he likes superheroes, boom, goes in there.
Right, it's true. I don't know what I'd make him, though.
I found some, I'll tell you right now, you can make him one of these. I found some, like, 18-inch pillow dolls. Like, one was the Hulk, and one was...
Oh, like a pillow pet type of thing?
Kind of. They looked kind of just like dolls.
But big?
And I was like, fun. 18 inches, I would not finish that in time, so I didn't pick that. So I picked a sweater instead. I'm such a dork.
I have to go through my stash. I need to use up stash. I need to not...
That's what I did. Like, I went through my stash, and I was like, what do I have? Because I was thinking of doing a Batman one, but I didn't have enough, like, black yarn for a black sweater, so I found blue yarn, and so that's what I'm using.
That's fun. I'll have to look through my yarn and some patterns.
But anyways, so that would work. But also, the hats for Truby, if you're going to make him a hat, you can make him a Star Wars hat, like that one that says "May the Force be with you" or whatever.
Oh my goodness! So he's so cute. So we did a marathon of the first 6.
Yeah.
And we started with 4, 5, 6, then 1, 2, 3. Just for those of you who care. But we're watching it, and Trubin's like, "I'm gonna be Yoda." Blah 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 blah. And then he's like, "Who's gonna be Creepio?" Not C-3PO, Creepio. Like, he keeps referring to him as Creepio, and it cracks me up.
That is hilarious. Because he's so creepy.
No, I think he just thinks that's his name. Like,
that's really funny. Well, that's okay, because someone I was talking to really at the school before Christmas break, and she was saying they were playing some game at this party they were at, and she called it Dark Vader. And she didn't get the point, and she was mad because she thought that that's what his name was. I was like, no, it's Darth. And she's like, yeah, I know that now. But she was like for like years of her life, I'm like, how can you be that? I don't know. I guess if you didn't have brothers, and you don't like that kind of stuff.
Well,
but
we were watching it the fourth episode 4, and Trubin's like, it's in the beginning. He's like, "Go Team Darth Vader." I'm like, "You do know he's the bad guy, right?" And he's like, "Oh." I'm like, you can still like him, though. He's pretty cool.
Yeah. Andy likes him.
It was funny, though. He was all about the bad guys. And creepy. Anyways, sorry.
So, anyways, fandoms. That's how you can go.
Yes.
The last class is Transfiguration. Celebrate Appreciated Dragon Day. This month, we want you to craft something inspired by the dragon you transfigured or something that presents a challenge for you. The challenge can be work on perfecting a skill that you've only dabbled in, or challenge yourself to go for more yards than you normally would for a class. Please remember that something just inspired by your dragon will be fine. In your hand in post, be sure to tell us how you transformed your dragon, how your transformed dragon inspired you, or how you're challenging yourself. And if you feel like it, we'd love to hear how you found the challenge. So that could be
all sorts of things. Anything.
Yeah. And you can, because they were talking about how for the Triwizard tournament they picked their dragons with little transfigured dragons.
Yeah.
And so they want you to learn that as well. So yeah. So we're having problems with our sound, and I think it's actually Skype because you've been going out a little bit, so I've been unplugging and plugging in my stuff.
Oh, well, that's weird.
But I think it might just be, I don't know.
Skype hates us. It
does. And we don't like it either, so.
Feelings neutral.
So yeah. So regularly scheduled.
Yeah, I totally didn't know we were doing this, so I didn't fill out anything. But okay. We can still
talk, and you can fill it in as you go.
I will.
So, do you have any mojo?
No.
I don't either. Moving on to whips. Do you have anything that's a whip?
Yes.
Okay.
I'm still working on this shawl. I think I'm almost about... I'm using the Mara shawl, only I'm increasing on the edges on every single side instead of every other side. So it's creating a longer wingspan because I want to be able to like wrap it around and stuff.
And it should be a little more curved.
Yeah, it'll kind of like I don't know what that shape is.
It won't be as...
It won't be just a triangle. It'll be like elongated and be
crescent.
Yeah. So that's what I'm doing. Here, I'm almost done with this thing. But so basically it's just garter stitch, and then on the end, the last few inches is a rib, a 2x2 rib, I believe. So I'm almost ready to start that. But yeah, so you see how long, like this is the middle.
Yeah.
And this is one wing. But it's with the hand spun, and I'm loving it. It's pretty and squishy. And so this is what I have left, which I could weigh it. I had 8 ounces total, so maybe this is like 3. But I think I'll start the ribbing soon. Like I said, I'm not really following. I'm following the pattern, but it's
a guideline more than instructions.
Yeah. But so that's what I'm doing. That's it.
I have lots of whips. My owl whips, which I have so this is the first thing that I'm going to work on to finish, because this is that shawl that I'm working on for a cousin. And this is where I'm at. I'm still on chart B because I actually haven't worked on it because, you know, once you submit your owl, you can't work on it. And then I got approved, but I started other things right then. So I'm working on this. I figure this will be something good to do on the way back on the train.
Yeah.
Or whenever. So I'm not too worried. I put this as part of my 50% having it done because I need it done first. So I have that. I have the 2 sweaters that I'm also in my owl, which is my Hermione sweater. I need to do the sleeves and then the pockets, and then I need to sew in the zipper and sew in all the ends. That's what that. And then my Shalom sweater, which is the brown one, I have to knit down like 12 inches or so. And then if I have enough yarn, I'm going to try and do full sleeves.
Okay.
And I'm doing a button band on that all the way down, because that pattern only has like one button, and I decided not to do that. So that's my owl. So I'm working on those. But also, because you can't work on your owl things while it's in submission or whatever, right. I started a hat for Andy, because he said, hey, didn't you spin me some yarn, some fiber for a hat or something? Or didn't you get some fiber somewhere? Because I was sharing, like, oh, you know how Facebook says, oh, look at what you did like 10 years ago. But yeah, so I started a man hat.
Sweet.
With some hand spun yarn that I spun up last term. I looked it up. I spun it for Tour de Fleece.
Or
so
not pretty cool. It's handsome.
Yeah, well, it's just like I bought this skein and then another skein, and I was going to do a mashup, but he decided he didn't want a mashup, so I just spun it by itself. And I'm just doing the man hat. I think that's the name of the actual pattern, is man hat.
Oh, cool.
And it's like you knit one purl one for a row, and then you knit a row. So it's like very stretchy. So this is the second time I did
is that like a mistake rib?
Yeah, kind of. I think so. But it's really stretchy.
Cool.
So the first time I cast on too many, so then I ripped it out and cast on less and started over again. But that's not all that I've started. I told you about my Superman sweater plans. I haven't actually started that, so I can't count that. But I have the yarn for that, and it's over here. But this is my thought process. Oh, I'll knit a sweater for Joshua, and he'll be happy because it'll be like he's wearing a Superman outfit. And then I was like, but I can't be a bad aunt and make the 5-year-old something and not Baby Jude something. Because I already made Lovey La something, but I never made Baby Jude anything.
Okay.
Because I'm like that aunt, the bad one.
You're not the bad aunt. I got to babysit him last night.
So I went stash diving and I found some woolies and I started a baby sweater.
Awesome.
So I'm almost to the point where I'm going to separate for the sleeves. Now I went up in stitch count because I think the pattern that I'm using is this.
Okay.
And I think it's for like 6 months from reading the comments of the people who made it. But I mean, it's crocheted and I only have these colors. So I went up in gauge because it's for like DK weight or something.
Mm-hmm.
And I went up a few stitches too. So it might be like for a year old, so it'll fit him for a while. But I couldn't tell. I wasn't sure. You know, he's like 7 months, right?
I forget how old he is, but he's a little chunker.
Yeah, so I think this will definitely fit him.
Yeah.
And it might be a little big. But then he can wear it over clothes too.
Yeah.
So yeah, so I'm doing this and yeah, and so I was like, oh, I'll quick rip up a sweater for him. So I'm doing a crochet sweater for him because it goes a little bit faster. And it's kind of like the sweaters I've crocheted before. You like crochet them like this and then you join them and then you have the sleeve. Now, the pattern is for a short sleeve, but I'm going to extend the sleeves because
Take it up and go down.
I think, you know, warm arms are good. So,
yes, they are.
Yeah, but so that's my thing. And I was trying to think of how to do the buttons, and I saw some like cute little button things where you put the button on, and it looks kind of like an oval thing, and so it has a button here and a button here, and it just like closes that way. I haven't decided. I might just do plain old button, just do a button band. A real quick one. You know, with crochet, it's a little easier.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
That's cool.
So that's what I'm doing. So that's my works in progress. They are many. I got my mojo back, and I got it, like, big time.
Yeah, you did.
Just by stash diving. Because I was like, oh my gosh, I forgot I had this. Oh my gosh, Like, and I pulled stash from like everywhere. Like I have it behind the stuff in the bedroom. Like we have shelves because we have like a slanty part, so we put shelves up, and there's like a walkway, kind of not. It's a crawl space. Yeah. So I have Rubbermaid totes filled with yarn back there. 3 of them. And one is all sock yarn. The other one is acrylic and stuff. And then the other one is other stuff. Yeah. Oh, no, the other one is in the closet, and it's my hand spun. Yeah. And then there's a vacuum seal bag of other stuff. Yeah. So I went stash diving, and I found all this stuff, and I was like, oh, this will work. And I don't generally have a lot of boy stuff because I have girls, so I was happy to find boy colors. But I can show you the yarn I picked out for baby Joshua. He's not even a baby. He's a big kid. Joshua.
Yeah, he's like 4, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
Or so I have...
Will be 4? He's turning 4?
He's going to be 4, but I was going to make a 5T so it'll last longer.
That's fine. So
I have this, and a 5T is about 500 yards for a sweater. So I have these 2, and they're 315 yards, so I have enough of the base color, and then I have some like yellow and black for the outline of the Superman, and red, and they're not all the same brand, but they're the same weight, and they're all acrylic, and I've used Comfort before with Simply Soft, because my goal is to not have to buy stuff, so I was using what I have.
Good goal. And he won't know the difference.
Right. And I, not that Dawn wouldn't mind hand washing stuff. I thought she probably would a little bit.
For Joshua, she doesn't need that.
Yeah. So this is the thing. And I just went, and there are some people who have charts. This one is like a bunch of superhero charts, and I just printed out the Superman one. And it's really light because I did fast print because I didn't want it to use up all my ink.
Right.
So the pattern I printed, which I think I might just use the Elizabeth Zimmerman method, but sometimes it's nice to have like it written out in the numbers for you. The pattern I printed out is just raglan sweater, and it looks like this kid. It looks like a pretty basic sweater. It's really nice.
Yeah.
But she has all the numbers written out for me, so
that's nice.
It makes it easy. I'm not sure if I'll get gauge, but I'm sure it'll be easy because it's 20 stitches in stockinette stitch. So that's 5 stitches to the inch. So yeah, but I thought I wanted to share this. I think I was going to take a picture of it because I was reading through. Like, I love Elizabeth Zimmerman. Like, her books are just fun to read. So she has in here... I don't know if you've ever read this book, The Knitting Without Tears. It's just your basic, like, how to knit book, but it's...
I can't hear you. Hey. Alina. I can't hear you. Can't hear you. I can't hear you.
Can you hear me now?
Yes. Right when you started talking about her. Say something.
Oh. So
okay.
When she writes, it's really like, come on, people. It's like right up my alley, if that makes any sense. Like, she was
a pretty awesome person, that's for sure.
So the first chapter is just talking about how to knit, and her being an opinionated knitter, and blah, blah, blah. The second chapter, can you see what that says?
Gauge required reading?
Yeah. So she's like, everyone hates, she just talks a little about gauge. It's just like 1.5 pages long. But the funny part about here was like, you must make a swatch before casting on a project to see what your own gauge is. I know this is a hateful job, so why not make a larger swatch and call it a cap? Then it will be useful and quite possibly become popular. You don't have to finish it before you begin your sweater. A few inches will suffice for measurement. And then at the end it says, P.S. Better not finish that cap until the sweater is done. You may conceivably need the wool out of which it's made. Which I just thought was kind of funny because that's so true. Like, how many people hate swatching? And she's so smart.
She is a smart person.
But, yeah, I just thought it was funny because she's funny. So anyways, those are my works in progress and a little education for you. Are you spinning anything?
I am. Okay, so over Christmas, Lauren and Lauren's our sister-in-law. She was here a lot, and she knits. And actually, I gave her a drop spindle last year before she even moved. They moved to Colorado, and then they moved back a couple months ago. Anyway, so I had like sort of showed her how to spin like a year ago, and then she, got busy, and they moved, and she was pregnant and had a baby, and well, so it's busy, and she didn't have time to do stuff. So anyways, during Christmas, she decided she wanted to like pick it back up, and like within like the first day that she was spinning, she's pretty much got it down, and like she went from the park and draft method to like actually drop spinning. And so I gotten my spindle out and was spinning along with her, and she ordered a turtle made spindle. She's got it the other day. But no, so it was kind of fun watching that happen. And then you posted like a few days ago how you learned to spin during Christmas here.
Yeah.
And then Lauren's like, I am too. So it's just kind of funny.
Yeah, that is funny. But, that was the Facebook, this is what you did, 4 years ago.
Anyway, so I had pulled this out.
Actually, I think it was like 6 years ago. But anyways.
It was. So I'm just working on some Rolegs. They're just, I think these ones, I forget what I called them.
Heavy on the Unicorn Guts dark side?
No, I think it was Cosmic Dust. Okay. I had messed around with making some textured bats with sari silk and silk noil and stuff, and Firestar that like is just the the fun stuff. And you make, I saw it in a Ply magazine where you make like bats, and then you can rip off a little bit and put them in with.
That was in their texture issue.
Yes. So it's a pre-made thing that you can just pull a little bit off, and it's got a mix of fun stuff to add in. Anyway, so that's what they're like fun. Anyway, so that's what I'm spinning, but it has like all sorts of goodies like in there, if you can see that.
That's super cool.
So that's what I'm doing. Anyway, so I picked it up, but other than that, I haven't spun anything. I've been so non-crafty, it's not even funny, which leads me to think that not signing up for the House Cup was probably a good thing.
Yeah.
For this month. I think taking it easy is the way to go. Not that I was burning out, but I'm just in a little slump, I guess.
Okay.
I did make some Rolegs and stuff, though.
That's cool.
Yes.
I haven't actually been spinning, though I did finish last time we talked about my epic sweater.
Yes.
I finished that. So I have the 3-ply that I was doing that I started the last day of Tour de Fleece, but didn't finish. I have to spin the 3rd ply because I was going to do a real 3-ply. So I was going to do the 3rd ply. It's like a 4th of the way spun. So I have that to spin. And I did spin a little bit on that the other day, but I haven't really been working on it, so I'm not going to talk anymore about that. So, sewing. Any sewing?
Nope.
After the PJs that I sewed on Christmas Eve, because I am that girl that procrastinates, and they were like the widest leg pants ever. Like I need to like the tutorial I followed was like just add 3 or 4 inches, blah blah blah, and I was like okay, and then yeah, so I had only bought 1.5 yards for Madison. Why? Because she's as tall as me. I should have bought the 3 yards. But anyways, so she has like a big band of other fabric at the bottom but they're like really wide, like the widest pants, and like they're kind of long, like even though I made them to fit them, they're like really long. So like, and the elastic isn't tight enough, so I had to take Madison's in twice, and they're still big on her. I need to take Bella's in.
That's funny.
But I finished some I'm working on special orders right now because I have a pretty big list actually, and I finished a few. I have another couple to finish, and then I'll do like a photo thing. I think I might need to get a smaller photo booth because mine is really big, so I only like take it out when I have more than one thing to picture. But if I had a smaller one and I could figure out how to fold it, I might actually take it out more. Might not, but
you might not.
But yeah, I think I might need to get like a smaller one so I can just do like the smaller project stuff. So yeah, but that's what I'm doing. Jim? Nothing? So
actually, for Jim?
Yeah.
Okay, so during Christmas, our brother was here, Jared, and Lauren and I were spinning, and he's like, you need to start doing, like, some taekwondo stuff while you spin.
Because like, that's so easy.
Yeah. So I'm like, okay, whatever. He's like, no, seriously. So then, like, we're goofing around, and I'm, like, doing these, like, weird yoga, not yoga, but I guess, I don't even know what taekwondo is, because I have never studied that, but,
Bingo.
Yeah,
Bingo.
So he's like, no, you need to do this, and get really good at it, and then make videos, and, like, all your people that follow you, because, you know, I'm so popular, will start doing this, like, taekwondo spin or something.
Bingo.
Whatever.
Bingo.
So I kind of had fun, but, like, I was doing it and, like, just moving really slow and, like, trying to keep the actual spindle at, like, a certain height as I was, like, moving and still spinning. And it was pretty difficult. And I could see it being fun in a workout type of way.
Well, you work on that and make videos, and I will follow you.
I'm like, because people are going to want to watch me do this. He's like, no, really? I'm like, okay. But it was kind of funny. But, like, I was, like, sweating and sore by the end of, like, a half an hour of doing it. It was funny.
So, I have not done any of that. But, Andy has been working out on the bike. It's kind of funny. I laugh every time he does it because he's, like, working on the bike and I'm, like, chowing on chips or whatever. But not always. But, the first time he did, I was like, oh, chocolate, you know, and he's, like, working out over there and I'm like, whatever. But, so he's been working out and it's been making me, like, I should probably work out, but I'm just not there yet. So, I was, like, thinking maybe I'll start doing my yoga again because, like, I like yoga. It's kind of like not working out, even though it is working out, if that makes sense. I just really suck at it, so that's why I don't, like, do it all the time. But I have, like, one of those videos, like the yoga for weight loss thing, and it's kind of hard. I don't bend like that.
No, it is, I mean, and holding positions and stuff, it works. I mean, it's not like, you know, high intensity stuff, but it definitely is something.
Well, and I always feel taller after it, so it would be nice because it, like, helps you stretch and just get more bendy, if that makes sense. Flexible. So I have to, like, not, like, work myself up into it, but I need to get, like, back in the mindset of this is fun, this is not a chore type of thing.
Or, really, this is just part of my life, because I realize, like, that's why you don't do it, is because it's not part of your routine. But if you make it part of your routine, then it is.
Yeah, because for a while
you're never going to, like, totally love it. Like, I've realized that about myself. It's not, like, something I'm going to be like, yay, we get to work out now. You know? Like, no.
So I do, like, when I cardio knit or cardio crochet, like, on the bike, I don't like, getting to on the bike part is the hardest part.
Right.
Once I'm on. Once I'm on it, on the bike, I'm like, this is kind of fun, and I like the feeling afterwards.
Right.
But the actually, like, getting on to the bike, I don't know what my issue is.
It's the routine. That's what I'm talking about. So I hear you. So maybe we should do another something. Not till after vacation, though. Well, we're leaving in, like, 3 days, so... Yeah. For those of you who are listening, we're taking a train down to Colorado, and we're staying for a week down there. It's going to be pretty awesome.
It's going to be crazy awesome.
The whole Cook clan.
The whole family, like all 20 of us.
Yes, it's going to be a big, full house of
fun. 20 and a half, because Dawn's pregnant. So that counts as a half. It does.
No.
It does.
It's not out yet.
It counts as a half.
Okay.
That's why I said 20 and a half.
20.5. Okay.
Okay, binging?
Yes. So, oh my gosh, so I finally caught up again, or I watched a few more episodes of iZombie, and I swear, I love that show to pieces. Like, I crack up just, like, thinking about the last 2 episodes. What was she? Oh, a superhero? Like a vigilante?
I'm gonna have to see. Do they have that on their website? I'm gonna have to see if I can catch up.
But like, it's like so mindless, but it's hilarious, and I love it. It's like not very plotty, or I mean, there's a plot going on throughout the whole season or 2, but I seriously just love that show. Like, it comes on and it just makes me happy.
That's always good.
Yes. So then I've watched a few other things. I think I was caught up on Vampire Diaries and stuff. Though so Gabe got Call of Duty 3 for Christmas, so now our evenings consist of him playing video games. So I haven't really been able to catch up on my shows.
Like Joe playing video games on Gabe's game?
Yeah, the new game, yeah. He uses his account, though. Because Gabe has his own account now. Crazy.
Yeah.
But yeah, so at night, Joe plays, and I've been reading more stuff. Nothing, I don't know, crazy. But...
So,
yeah, that's about it.
Did you finally sign up for Goodreads? I see you have Goodread links on there.
I am on there, but I don't keep up with it.
You should.
Like, I look up stuff on there.
I haven't really been watching much other than stupid Disney shows with the girls. Like, when they were home for a week, that totally threw off my schedule. I hate it. I mean, I really do. Like, they want to watch this, so I felt like obligated to sit out in the living room with them instead of going into my sewing room and sewing.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah, we've watched so many stupid shows. I am on the point of banning Disney right now because I'm so sick of those stupid shows. Like AJ and Allie or whatever his name. All those stupid shows. Yeah, though we did get on a Phineas and Ferb kick, which I don't mind because that show cracks me up. But I actually started binging just last night on Bones, and I'm finally on like episode 2 or so or something of season 10 finally. Like, that's how far I'm behind I am, because I think they're on season 11 now.
Oh, okay. I was like, that's pretty far. That's like not season 1 or 2. That's 10.
Yeah, I'm on 10. I finally got to 10. Holy cow, there's some major things happen at the end of 9. Not fun. But I also am caught up with Doctor Who. Like, I watched the Christmas special on Christmas Day, and that was a lot of fun. You know, all that kind of stuff. But I'm not really reading. Oh, I am reading. This is why I was talking about Bones. I am reading. So, Bones, the series, is based off of a fictional book by Kathy Reichs.
Really?
She writes about Temperance Brennan, but she's not, in the book, she's not as, like, smart and, not that she's not smart, but she's not as smart like she is in the show. Like, in the show, she's, like, so smart, she's, like, socially unable to compute some stuff.
I've only watched this first season, and not even all of it.
And she gets better after that. But, she's not exactly like that in the book. In the book, you know, but it's really good. So in the book, she like works in Canada. So anyway, so I'm on like the third book of the series because it's a big long series. So that's where I am on the third book.
It's cool.
So I am actually reading stuff. But that's it. Oh, and I found out through Goodreads, I read like 71 books last year.
Wowie zowie.
I know. And that's not counting the ones that I started reading and stopped because they were that bad. So there was probably like 5 other books. So there were like 5 other books that I like stopped reading because I couldn't finish them. Like that wizard book or the magician's book, which I think they're making that into a TV show because I keep seeing advertisements for the magicians. And the premise sounds familiar.
I'm excited for Shadowhunters to become a TV show.
Me too. January 12th. Oh, what? We're not. What?
We're not gonna be here. You gotta set a recording.
I don't have DVR.
You can probably watch the first episode online.
Yeah. Is there going to be TV where we're going?
Probably not cable.
Why not? You're paying enough. There should be.
I don't know. Ask Dawn. Let her.
I know. I asked her. I was like, "Do I need to bring my swimming suit?" And she goes, "Okay, we're on randomness." I was like, "Do I need to bring my swimming suit?" She's like, "Oh yeah, there's a big pool. You should check their website." I'm like, "I'm not checking their website. I'm just asking you." So yeah, bring your swimming suit.
Yeah, I knew that. I asked her. I'm like, "Is there going to be a washer and dryer? Because we're going to be gone for like, is it 8 days or something? I am not packing that much clothes for 6 people. Like." No. It's going to be hard enough. We have to bring, like, snow pants and winter stuff for the kids to go sledding and tubing. I'm like, I'm going to pack for half of that stuff, and then I'm going to do some laundry. I don't care. Or they can just wear dirty clothes. I really don't care.
Well,
That's where I'm at right now.
I am planning on going to the Dollar Tree and getting those vacuum out.
That's what I need.
Bags. Just one big one for all their stuff to vacuum out the stuff and put it in.
Yeah.
So we checked the train station, and they want you there 45 minutes before you depart to check in your bags. Ours does. I don't know if it's yours. Ours does. So that's what we're doing.
And you leave Thursday, right?
Thursday night.
Okay.
And then, yeah. But I need to say, remember how I got a gift certificate from Jana Mac? So I ordered that Jimmy Bean's woolly beans or something like that is what it's called.
The mini stain things?
Yeah. They sent me a message. They shipped it. I'm hoping it gets here today for my birthday because it will be even extra awesome. But, so that was awesome. But then we went to the Christmas party for Andy's for the school, and like I teach art there and he's the principal, so someone like anonymously gave money for the teachers as a gift, so we were able to have like Christmas presents. Like Andy got a pair of shoes. I used my money wisely and I bought Lego Dimensions when it was on sale. Awesome. And I got the Doctor Who play set and a Scooby-Doo character thing, and we played it like the whole week. Like that's another reason why I wasn't sewing that whole Christmas week. We like played Lego Dimensions. It's like the most fun game ever. Like you thought Skylanders was fun, this one's even more fun. And I can only like really play Lego games because like with like Halo and Fallout 4 or any of those games like that, which are fun for me to watch, I try to play them and I get stuck in corners and I can't go anywhere. Like I really do. So with Lego games, I don't really get stuck as much. I don't know if it's like the coloring is different, like it's so much brighter, or I don't know. But I could just do Lego games. Like, anyways, so we've been playing them. They're so much fun. And with the Lego games, like with Skylanders or like Disney Infinity, you can only play the characters in their worlds. You can't play with them in other worlds. Okay. But with the Lego Dimensions, you can have like Doctor Who in Batman's world. It's really cool. So it's really funny because they have like the Lego movie characters, and then they're the ones that are like the main
characters
game, and then they had like Batman come, and then there's the Batman from the Lego movie. It was so funny that he was like, "I'm Batman. No, I'm Batman. No, I'm Batman.
That's
No,
awesome.
I'm Batman." It was really funny. It's like really funny. But anyways, so from the kind donator or giver, it was really kind of fun to get that. So, but I had an extra $6. Well, Madison, of course, Madison got money because we were able to. We already had the girls' gifts set and done. Like, we had money for that, and like the money that we used for the dog was out of our own money, which is why we didn't have a lot of money for it. But we kept the kids' money separate, if that makes any sense. So we just gave them our money basically for their present. But Madison had got a gift card because she wanted. With her money, she got. What did she get? She bought something off of Amazon. Oh, she wanted. I got this free book called Insanity. It was like a different version of Alice in Wonderland, for free from BookBub. So I moved it to her Kindle because we got them Kindle. Is it Kindle or Fire? Whatever it's called.
It's an Amazon Fire, but we call it a Kindle, but whatever.
It's basically a Kindle Fire, but not as many gigs. But so she wanted to get the rest of the books in the series, which were like 5, and so she needed a gift card, but you can only get them in like 15 or more. She only needed like $12. Okay. So I told her, well, I'll give you some money from my cash box because I have like cash for shows. Mm-hmm. And I was like, if there's enough left, I might use it to buy this magazine. And there was enough because I found a book, like the set of the 3 first.
Oh, does that have your calligraphy cardigan in it?
Yeah. So this, and I know that I have seen this. So anyway, so there was like $6 extra. So I bought this. So, because I looked on their Interweave's website and you can download it for $10, but you don't get the actual print magazine for $10, which is how much it was, less than what it was print. It was $7.99 print. Anyways, so I got it, and I know for a fact that I have seen this magazine before. And I thought I owned it. I don't know, because I remember the layout of this. I remember this exactly because I looked at it. I remember it, and I remember looking at this sweater, and I'm like, that's a nice concept, but I don't like it. Like the color, how they separated the colors, I just don't like it. But I remember thinking that when I first had this magazine, and then when I was looking through it again after getting it again, I was like, I thought the same exact thing.
I don't think I have that now that I see that. So.
Well, I thought I had it, but I could not find it, so I bought it on Amazon used, and it actually is a lot nicer than what they said it was. I don't mind. I only paid $6 for it, so yeah. Cool. I found some on eBay too, but I didn't have a gift card for that, so I just Amazoned it. But yeah, so I got that. Sweet. And that's all. Oh, no, I need help. So I need to put on new jams. I was thinking of doing new jams for my birthday today, but I'm also kind of lazy. So I need help picking what to wear. You guys ready to help me? What should I wear? I have a lot. So I have like my style box from last month, which is, I probably would not wear them together because they're too busy. So there's this one, which is a sparkle. It's actually like a
cheetah or leopard?
A luster. It's kind of like salamander almost.
Okay.
It's like a luster, so it's like a matte sparkle.
Okay.
Then I don't know what I would wear with that, but the wrap that came with it, which is why I picked the trendy box, is the one I really wanted. This purple one. It's really cool. So I like that. I don't know. I have no idea what to wear. I'm like flipping through my... It's like...
I need to put jams on too.
I do too. For my trip. I guess I could go with snow day, but everyone's wearing snow day.
I might put my gingerbread man on my fingers.
I might go with snow day. But I traded with Trish. She got the February host exclusive, which I'm not normally a pastel person.
It's fun.
But these are like the Pantone colors of the year, and they're like pastel, but it's kind of like, I just like I don't know why I like it, I just do. But I'm not normally a pastel person.
Me neither, but they're cute.
Yeah. So I'm like looking, I guess I could do snow day, but I also really like these, like black and white is always classic. I got that from the Black Friday, or Cyber Monday exclusive, or Giving Tuesday, I forget. But I also have these ones that I got from Black Friday that I really like. They're flowery, but they're like a satin, so they're matte. It's pretty cool. But then I have some wraps that I traded because it's like stickers, and you can trade with other consultants, like half a sheet or other people. So I have these ones that I really like. But I don't know what I would wear them with. Yeah, it's like a dumb problem to have, but it is.
It's still fun. Well, you should take a picture of the ones you're thinking and do an Instagram.
Yeah, because I also have these that I really like.
Those are fun. These
were like a nail art design that I traded half of with someone. Anyways, all right, we're just rambling. Do you have anything randomly that you talk about?
Not really.
Okay.
Anyways, we'll see you guys. Well, we'll be gone next week, so probably in 2 weeks we'll podcast.
Yeah. Unless we do like a Periscope podcast on the train.
Okay.
That might be fun.
Whatever. I don't even know how that is, but okay.
Okay. We'll figure something out. It'll be fun.
Okay. See you guys later.
See you guys later.
Bye.